Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying new makeup products and creating this semi-cool toned makeup look. I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't love the look. Things just went a little wonky in this video. I'm just gonna put that out there. I had a little bit of a difficult time today. It wasn't smooth sailing, so it's going to be a little bumpy ride. But there were some good products here that I tried, and overall I would say I like most of the things, but not everything. I definitely had issues with my lighting today, and you'll see in the video because the sun rises on this side in front of my face. I was filming on the earlier side today and the sun was coming up over the house, and I rely on the window and my ring light. And so the sun kept going in and out of clouds, and it was really like right in front of the window. And so it would get really dark, it would get really blown out. It would get really dark, it would get really blown out because I kept adjusting my settings to accommodate. And literally every 5 minutes it was in, it was out, it was in, it was out. So if the lighting is not stellar in this video, that is why. The second half of the video, it got better because a lot of time went by and the sun went away. That's a long and involved explanation, really. So, bumpy video, but that's okay. We're gonna push through, we'll get through it together. If you guys wanna see the products that I tried and tested today, see me create this look, watch me struggle, to keep on watching. So I have this little, it's actually a box from the PR that Pure X Barbie collection came in. This is the holiday collection, and there's so many products. So I took a poll on Insta Stories, and you were pretty split 50-50 on whether or not you wanted a review on this collection. So what I decided to do is just include a bunch of products in this video with other stuff too. It's not like a dedicated video, but I do have several products from the collection that I'll be trying out. I did do foundation, concealer, and bronzer. I have Pat McGrath Skin Fetish. I have the Balm Bronzilla in, I think there's only one shade of this, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bronzer contour shadow palette from their Clean Beauty and Clean Packaging. I don't know if it's a collection or if that's just what they're doing now. And then I have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue on. I set everything with the Urban Decay Ultimate Brush Off Powder. And then my brows, I used this Brow Blade. My brows are a little intense right now, but hopefully it'll tone down as we do makeup. So I think we're going to just go ahead and do the eyes first. I had a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I could have chosen, but I chose this one to test out today. First of all, look how pretty this packaging is. I chose this one because it's very holiday. Like, it's got holiday vibes. And the other palettes were like very neutral. And I already did a couple of neutral looks, so I just wanted to kind of move around. I'm not saying this isn't going to be neutral. So this is the palette. It's very beautiful. It's got like this snowflake kind of embossed pattern to it. And you open it up, there's a nice big mirror inside. And here is the shadows. It's giving me Fenty holiday vibes a little bit, but it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to do something kind of holiday vibes. That's why I chose this, because it was the most festive of all of the palettes I had, even though it's still fairly neutral. It's got a pop of blue in there. It's got some purple and some pinks. I just wanted options, and the other palettes were just neutral. Like the Violet Voss one I told you guys I wanted to try in the last trying new makeup video I did. So neutral. It's like warm neutrals. And I just reviewed Vive, and that was like a neutral palette. So I think I'm going to do this one today. All right, so let's talk about this palette before I do a look. So it's the Pure by Barbie Endless Possibilities palette. This palette is $34, but it is on sale right now for $20.40 at Ulta. So that's kind of nice. Ooh, this whole collection is on sale. So I don't know what I want to do for a look, honestly. This color here is like calling to me. And so is this one. These two shimmers here. So I know that I want to use them. But let's do some swatching. I'll insert some swatches here. So what I'm noticing from the swatches right away is there's some inconsistencies in the formula. The blue shade looks in the pan so foiled and metallic and beautiful, but it was so lackluster when I swatched it. Some of the mattes are a little chunky and not quite as easy to swatch. The metallics for the most part are really pretty, but I am noticing some inconsistencies right off the bat with the eyeshadows just in the swatch. But then again, I mean, I didn't love the swatches of the Vive palette, and I love the palette on the eyes. So, you know, sometimes you can't judge by the swatches. You just can't. So I'm going to go ahead and do a look with this. I'm going to set it to music because someone is chainsawing outside, and I'm just going to do the look, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about the palette, and then we'll continue on with all these other products. I've got lip products, I've got a new lash, I've got some blush, highlighter. Like, I've got a bunch of products here. Let's just do the eyes first. So here's where I'm leaving the eyeshadow for now. I wanted to go with like more of the cool tones. These shadows do all have names, by the way. I just don't know. It's hard for me to figure out what name is what on the back the way that it is. So I'm probably going to get it wrong. But I was using this deep kind of purpley brown shade, and this shade here, again, I'm not sure which name it is, but it's kind of like a cool tone taupey shade. And I was like, oh yeah, like let's play with cool tones. But then when I went to go blend out the purple, there really wasn't a shade in which to do that. I tried initially to use this kind of creamy taupey shade, and it was way too light. So that didn't work. So I went in with this shade here, and this one is a little bit more, this is definitely a warm tone, like terracotta shade. So I ended up blending with that, which warmed this look up, which was not what I wanted, but it is what happened. And then this shade here is what I put in the inner half of my lid, which was lighter, and then I put this one in between that and the deep purple. So that's kind of what I did. I don't know how the footage looks, and if you can see everything I did, that's why I just went over that. But we're gonna move on now. There's definitely fallout in this palette, and I tried to wipe it away, but I was having a little bit of a tough time because that shade was very dark, so I'll fix it later. I got this package from Lola's Lashes, and this is their Sapphire Lash Kit, and it has magnetic liner in it. So I think we'll do that. So here's what it looks like on the inside. And it comes with the eyeliner cleansing oil, I guess to get it off maybe. And then the lashes themselves. These are really pretty, actually. This is like perfect style for me. They're fluttery and pretty, but not over the top. At least that's what they look like. We'll see when I put them on. But really, the key is, does this liner work? I tested out the Eyeliner magnetic liner when it came out, and I did not like it. I could not get it to work for me. So we'll see if this one works. I've never tried Lola's lashes before, so I'm definitely interested. Ooh, it's really pretty. This is what the packaging looks like. It's very sleek and pretty. Let me read the instructions. Directions for use. It says, remove it before you go to sleep. If the eyeliner gets in your eyes, rinse with warm water. Remove eyelashes and eyeliner before going for an MRI scan. Always conduct a patch test before use. It's about as detailed as the instructions are going to get. So, let me see what I can do here. Alright, so right away it's very black. And I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to draw a mini wing with my Wet n Wild pen first because I don't want to use the magnetic liner as actual wing. I only want to use it for where I'm going to put the lashes. Alright, and so now let's go back in with the magnetic liner and apply that on. I did get it on my lashes, which is not really ideal. Alright, so that looks pretty decent, I think. And that eye. So we'll do that eye first. I don't know if I'm supposed to let it dry or what. Oh wait, there's a card in here. So maybe this will give me some freaking instructions. Make sure your eyelids are clean, free from any oil. Apply a layer to the lash line. Allow it to dry completely. Make sure to apply an even coat across the entire lash line where the lashes will sit. If you have hooded eyes, it's best to close your eyes during the drying process. It says to test whether or not it's dry by tapping the liner with your finger. If nothing comes off on your finger, then you're good to go. So I think maybe I should put just a little more on the inner corner. So I'm going to let that dry. I just want to check to see the length on these lashes. See if they need to be cut at all or what. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm going to need to cut a little bit. Alright, so I cut this much off, and at the end of the strip that I have now, there is a magnet. You definitely want a magnet at the end so that it'll stay secured. So let's test this. Oh, no, it's not dry yet. Alright, I guess I will apply it to the other eye, and then we'll wait for them to completely dry, and I'll probably end up having lunch. And then I'll come back and we'll finish. That way I know it's dry. It's really difficult to not get it in your lashes though. So I would recommend trying to get it off your lashes before it dries so that the magnet isn't trying to stick to your lash instead of the you gotta be real careful, I guess, not to get it in your eyeshadow, because if you do, you're gonna have to go in and fix it. Alright, so I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna go grab some lunch and then I'll be right back and we will put these lashes on. All right, so it's been about a half an hour. I had lunch. I'm hoping because more time has gone by, the lighting is going to improve because the sun has moved to the other side of the house. So hopefully we don't have any more problems with that. So now it is time for me to put these lashes on the liner. So oh my God, I think they're working. I don't think I put enough liner at the end. I guess I just didn't know where the lashes were gonna start and finish. It definitely works though. It definitely sticks. I didn't put enough product. Let's try it with the plastic applicator. See if we get anywhere. By the way, the magnets will pull off some of the eyeliner. So I think I need to put some mascara on. Fuck, why am I having issues? The mascara that I'm using today is a Pure X Barbie Magical Eyes Signature Mascara and Primer Collection. This is the Pure Fully Charged Primer and Mascara, which I already know that I really like this fully charged mascara. The primer, I'm not sure, but it says it's powered by magnetic technology. So I'm not really sure what that means exactly, but I'm going to curl my lashes anyway and put on a light coat. I don't know. I'm having issues with these lashes. I want them to work. I did not actually put any liner in my waterline, so I'm going to put the Urban Decay Alkaline liner in there. Now we have another coat of mascara. Let's try this again. I'm going to actually try the lash on the other side. See if I can have any better luck. I mean, I figure there's probably just like a learning curve. Ooh, that one stuck. I didn't put enough fucking liner. Okay. I need to apply some more liner. So I'm going to apply the liner, and while it's drying, we're going to look at other products. Yeah, magnetic lashes are more hassle than they're fucking worth. As of right now, I'm ready to throw this out the window. I got some on my eyeliner again, and it doesn't come off easy because I got some on my hands and I was washing my hands before I ate lunch and I could not get the shit off. So that's fun. Let's put on some blush. I did cheat and use this palette in my Vive video because I couldn't wait to try it. And this is the Pure X Barbie Malibu Blush Palette. You guys, this is so pretty. The back has the colors on it. These will be easier to translate because they're colored. They should have done that on the back of the eyeshadow palette. Oh, actually, they did it on the box. Color and the name is on the box. Much easier to translate. So I used Motivate, Love to Play, and Imagination. These are the shades. Like, look how beautiful this is. It's got that same snowflake embossed situation. I have a cool tone look. So I'm normally, like in my V video, I used these middle two. That's like my jam. But because I did a cool tone look, I think I'm gonna maybe use this guy right here. California Dreams. Is that right? No. No. Sweet Dreams. All right, so Sweet Dreams. I really liked the shades in the middle when I used them. Yeah, it's so pretty. I'm gonna do a little tap into Believe, which is this one right here. Just a little. All right, I went blush ham, but we'll fix it. I do have to fix my under eyes anyway because I have a ton of fallout stainage under there. So I'm gonna do that and hope for the best. I like this blush palette a lot. Like a lot. Highlighter, I have this Dandelion Twinkle from Benefit. I got it recently. It's a little bit icy, but I figured we could try it. I think it's new. Either way, it's new to me. So let's give it a shot. It has a scent to it, which I don't appreciate. I do not like. Oh, that's pretty. It's subtle, kind of. It has like a hint of pink, but I don't think it translates that way on the skin. Well, at least on my skin. It doesn't look super like pink or anything. And it's not too icy. I don't really like pink, icy pink highlights. They don't really work for my skin. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I'm gonna put some in my inner corner because I think it goes well with this eye look. It's somewhat, yeah, it's like soft. It's not super glittery at all. Like, I don't hardly see any glitter particles at all in it. All right, so I have 3 lipsticks from the Barbie collection. I remember liking them a lot from the first collection. So we have CEO, Trailblazer, and Innovator. And I'm gonna open them all up so we can take a look, a little look-see. Oh, look at this. It's glittery. This is what the first collection did. You push it and it pops out. So fun. It doesn't have the glitter on the bullet where it did in the first collection. But it does have Barbie embossed in it. It's really pretty. Okay, so that was Innovator. I think this is a matte. I don't know if they all are. CEO is a red. Really red. Doesn't go with this look really, but it's really pretty. I have so many red lipsticks right now and I never wear red. I really need to do some holiday looks so I can wear a red lipstick because it's pretty much the only time of year that I will. I think the last time I wore red was last holidays. All right, this is my shade. This is right up my alley. This is called Trailblazer, and this is a beautiful nude. And this is the one I already know. This is the one I'm gonna use. If nude lips are wrong, I don't want to be right. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna line my lips real quick. All right, so that was my L'Oreal Coloriche Matte It lip liner. Now for the lipstick. Oh, it's like a perfect freaking match. All right, shall we go back to these lashes and give them another go? All right, I should have enough product. Okay, so the front is definitely attached. My lashes are super chunky because they have magnetic liner all over them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm just not really thrilled with how this look came out because this liner, I feel like the liner meme. My liner is so thick, and it's so much more thick than I wanted it to be. It's even thicker on this eye than this eye, I believe. And the more that I try to mess with it, the thicker it's getting, and I don't want to mess with it anymore. I do think I'm going to pop on some gloss, though. I do have an Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Moon Jelly. And I don't think I've ever tried these glosses before. I don't do a lot of ABH, if I'm being honest. But I just thought this look could use a little gloss. Ooh, that's really pretty. I wasn't expecting it to have like a hint of pink to it, or like blue, purple. It's like the glitter in it. It's like a clear gloss, but it has these like blue, pink, and purple like reflex in it. That's really pretty. The gloss. It's not super sticky either. I like that. You guys know I like never wear gloss because of my dogs, but like Ranger will inevitably try to lick this off my lips as soon as I finish this video and I go see him. He's going to try to lick it off my lips, and I don't really like the idea of my dogs ingesting my lip gloss. And also too, like their fur is gonna get caught in it, so it's not something I wear for long periods of time or hardly ever. But I just felt like a glossy lip was in order here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't try this. This is the Forever Glow Signature Illuminating Scented Body Powder with Application Puff. I just wanted to try this because this is definitely like something I would, you know, wear to a holiday party if I was going to a holiday party, which I'm not because COVID. It's pretty. It's got a pink puff inside. It did leak a little bit. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that, but it is so pretty. I just put some on my hand. It does have a smell to it. I don't know what that smell is. We need a brush to apply this. Hold, please. I'm going to use this Becca long skinny brush situation because these are the types of brushes I like to use on my body because it's easy to get like shimmer on your collar. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like got sparkle in it, but it's not like thick, chunky, glittery. I don't like glittery body glow at all. This is like really fine and like can you compare? Nothing? Something. It's really, really beautiful. Here, let me do this side. Okay, so before, after. Oh, I like this. And it smells really pretty. Like it's a soft vanilla. It's like a vanilla scent. It's very soft and subtle, but it's there. I love that. I want to like put that all over me and be festive. All right, so that was definitely a win. Oh, and one more product I forgot. We have the Barbie Lip Mist, the Pure Barbie Lip Mist. And this I really was excited to try out because I think they really were innovative with this. They put this setting spray in a perfume bottle. I'm sorry, I'm dead. I love this. I love this. I love this. So let's read what it is. It's a limited edition setting spray, delivers instant hydration, and looks as good on the skin as it does sitting on top of your vanity. Create a look that delivers optimal radiance while locking in your makeup for all-day performance. This Pure by Barbie collection was created to inspire self-confidence and encourage self-care while delivering the perfect lit within glow. So it says shake well before use. It has like almost like a nail polish mixer in there. With your eyes closed, hold the bottle 8 to 10 inches from your face and spray 2 to 3 pumps after makeup application. Reapply through the day for instant hydration. Okay. All right, let's do it. Nothing's coming out. Ah, there's an on button. So you gotta turn this little thing one way and turn it on, and the other way to turn it off. All right, so that's off. Yeah, so that's on. Okay. All right. It's a little bit chunky, like the mister, a little bit. It's not like a super fine mist, let's put it that way. Ooh. But it does look pretty. I feel like I need more. Am I gonna be a grease ball? I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep playing with it to know like if it actually keeps my makeup on. Here are my thoughts. Eyeshadow palette was good. I mean, it was fine. It didn't blow me away. I do like the shades. Like, I like this color story a lot. I'll have to play with it more. The mattes are a little patchy. The shimmers are beautiful. I have to try this blue because the swatch was not good, but I'm very interested to see how it performs. I'll have to update you in my December beauty edit and let you know how I feel about it. But first impression is it's nice. Don't love it, don't hate it. It's just, it's good, it's fine. Blush palette, obsessed. Love this. This is a win for me. Like, I will use this. It's going in my top drawer. I love, first of all, that it's such a small and compact palette, and it gives you 6 blushes in this tiny, like usually you'll get in a palette this size 3, but there's 6 in here, and I love that because it's like whatever look you're going for, cool tone, warm tone, neutral, whatever your skin tone is, there's something for you in this palette, and I really like that. This one is on sale too. I think this is $32 original, and I think it's like $20 right now. So this is a win. I would definitely get this. I'm sure this is a limited edition collection, so get your hands on it while you can. Body shimmer was like a hell yes. Like, I love it so much. I love it. Like, there's really nothing to be said. I haven't worn a product like this in such a long time. I usually will just slap a highlighter on, but this, because it's made for the body, I think that it's, first of all, it has like a gold and a pink like shift to it, which is like my favorite. I would like to slather this on my eyeballs actually, but it's not thick, so it doesn't make you look textured or anything, you know? So I really like that a lot. This, the jury's out. I mean, I don't love the mister because it's a little bit, it's not chunky, but it's not super fine either. It's like in the middle. I like super fine mists when it comes to my setting sprays, but like if a lot came out at once and I got a decent coverage, then I wouldn't mind, but not a lot comes out. I love the packaging though. Oh my God, look at, you can see the shimmer swirling around in there. It's so cute. So I love it. And I will let you guys know how it performs in my December beauty edit. Boo. Not because they don't work, because they do. They do work. My lashes are on my eyes. For the most part. The end of this one, I just don't think I put enough product there. But they do stick. Like the Eyeliner ones I tested, they didn't even stick. And I had to put like 15 coats and they still didn't even stick. These are sticking. These are attached. The problem was for me is I just didn't know how long the lash was and where exactly the placement needed to go. And also, I definitely got product on my eyeshadow, and that was kind of a problem because this stuff is not easy to get off. That's probably why they include a cleansing oil in there. This little cleansing oil, because it's not easy to get off. And like I said, when I washed my hands after or before I ate lunch, I couldn't get the shit off. So the cleansing oil is this little bottle of oil. It's actually really pretty. The packaging is really, really pretty on this stuff with this brand. But I don't know. I'm going to have to use it a little bit more. I mean, first impressions is what a pain in the ass. But it's just because I didn't really know what I was doing and I had never worked with this before. And a product like this, it's just a learning curve. It's like, you know, the first time you put on false eyelashes, you're like, what the fuck? Because you don't know what you're doing and it's really hard and you're like, oh, fuck these lashes, you know? That's how I felt. Not to say that I haven't worked with a magnetic liner before, because I have, but for some reason this one just took a minute to figure it out. But it is stuck there. It is. I just had, you know, a situation where I became an eyeliner meme. I don't think my liner is even, and I think it's way thicker than I wanted it to be. But that said, again, this is a trying new makeup, so I will have to continue to use it and let you guys know what I think. And then this ABH gloss, gorge, so beautiful. I love it. So juicy. Not sticky at all. I love that it has this little like hint of like glitter in it, so it really reflects, and I really want to try this like on a bare lip and just see what it looks like. But I'm definitely into it. The lipstick, I loved it. I already knew because I loved the one in the first collection, but I love the packaging, and it's very luxurious feeling. And it's a matte lipstick, and I really like the formula, and this color is perfection. So that is a yes. The Benefit Dandelion Twinkle, it's all right. It's all right. It's subtle for like maybe an everyday glam, like an everyday makeup, you know? Like when you want to highlight, but you just don't want it to be like, boom, highlight wet in your face, because then it looks like you put highlight on, you know? It's definitely more subtle. So I think there's a time and a place for this. Maybe not this look, you know? But it's not bad. I'll do like an everyday makeup look maybe tomorrow and see what I think. The mascara, I mean, I didn't really get to really use it because I was messing with these lashes. I used it, you know, the mascara, I put like a light coat on. I already know that I like this. It's really the primer that I have to try because I've never tried this primer. I really am obsessed with the L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. That's the one I use every single day. I always use a lash primer, by the way. Love. But I want to try this one and see if I like it. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit bumpy, I know. It was just one of those days, you know? It was just one of those days. But if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GlamLatte. And don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you.